Here's a before shot. Okay, and here's the fenders hit with a little bit of the Nason, or sorry, this is not the Nason, this is the SPI epoxy. I had some problems with my gun and it plugged partway through and made kind of a poor finish, but the reality is the color should match the frame and the core support, and should be good. The backside I didn't intend to do. I was just using up some paint and it made a bit of a mess, but that's going to get covered with bed liner for stone chip protection, so it doesn't really matter. Just another frustration, you know. I don't know why the gun is plugging. Anyways, I do strain my paint. Okay, I got to clean the blue paint and the white paint off of this door. Otherwise, everything else is stock paint or just a EDP primer. Just because I don't know what this paint is, I don't want to take a chance on over coating it. It almost looks like cheap house paint, so I got to strip that off. Oh, it's more luckily I reskinned the door so that the only parts that I have to clean off is the edges of the door and obviously this top window frame. Hopefully, it won't take long. I have two to do. Okay, well, here's tonight's accomplishment. Stripping the paint off of this door. I left the part that's going to be covered up by the door panel, you know, uncleaned. I'll degrease that, but otherwise I'm not too worried about that. Door frame was particularly tedious, as were the door jambs, and those were the parts that I was stripping, so there you go. Tomorrow's victim is this door. Same issue, blue paint, white paint. No big whoops. Okay, so the passenger side door is done. Well, it's at least all the old paint is stripped off. I've got some epoxy inducing right now. I think the time actually has run out, so I could theoretically spray it right now, but I have to degrease both this and the driver's side door. So I'm probably going to want to give it at least a half an hour to dry after that. So in any case, next shot will be these things done, I hope. Okay, I spent a fair bit of time cleaning up the doors and with some wax and grease remover. So this is what they look like before. Yeah, the old copper part didn't get cleaned as well as it probably could have, but the rest I worked on quite hard. Anyways, next shot better be of it with primer. Okay, so here's the doors after the paint, and I believe that line you're seeing across there in the picture is just an illusion. I think it's a shadow from something. I don't have necessarily the best lighting in here. I've got a bunch of new fluorescent lights, but I haven't put them up yet because I have to do additional wiring. There's the other door. Both look pretty good. I tried that other paint gun I had problems with before, and I still got the fisheyeing with it, but I swapped back to my usual gun, and it worked fine. If you're wondering what that is, it's a little furry because I didn't quite get all of the old foam off, but that's covered up by the door panel anyways. I obviously have to do a little bit of filling on here. I welded in new door bottoms as well as reskinning these doors. Anyways, that's it for today. I gotta kick a cat out of here because it's not exactly a good environment.